actually gonna start in the bathroom because I personally need to do some skin prep. When I'm doing my makeup, my goal is to make my skin as smooth and almost like glass-like as possible. I have a lot of pores on my nose, so if you see here, there's pores. They're pretty deep. They literally never go away. I have some on my cheek, my forehead, and my chin. So to achieve a more like flawless finish, I have to do some prep. Personally, what I like to do is I like to get a tip of a towel and I would soak it in hot water and just press it on my nose while I'm brushing my teeth so that the heat can actually open up the pores more and it's easier for me to kind of like massage the pores out, the sebum out. Okay, make sure your face is dry because now we have to put oil on. These are the two things that I use together right now. This is the Manyo Pure Cleansing Oil and then this is called the Flawless. I got it from my mom on Amazon, so it's like a massage thing. They have different, there's like a vibration option and then there's like a little pumping, motion, a bunch of random stuff. With all the tutorials that I've watched in terms of how to do this, a lot of them kind of massage their face with their fingers. And personally, I'm too tired to do that, so that's why I'm using that tool. If you don't have this, you can just use your fingers. You can just simply just massage your face. Way too lazy for that, so if you have something like this, I like to use this option and I just like to focus on my nose. I do this until this turns off. This has like an internal timer thing, so I just use that. So I normally just sit around and I would just watch TikTok and stuff. The oil is done. I'm gonna wash my face with the COSRX Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. Make sure at the end of your wash, you rinse your face with cold water to close up your pores. Here's my skin after the wash. Can you tell the difference? I personally have no idea. I realized that I moved too fast in the video, so here's a photo of a before and after I massaged my face. I don't know if this 100% works, but I like to pretend that it works. So skincare wise, start with a serum, a vitamin C serum, because I heard somewhere on TikTok that you should do it first, so I'm following the rules right now. This is the Kudal Vitamin C Dark Spot Care Toner. I have Belief, the Aqua Bomb Hydrating Toner. I have this Drunk Elephant Bouncy Bright Facial Mask Illuminator. I got it as a gift, so I'm just trying it out right now. Last, but certainly not least, the Round Lab Sunscreen. This is my skin after skincare. Pores wise, I think it looks the same. I'm not too sure. Let's start the makeup. First thing first, lips. I used the Laneige sleeping mask. This is like a necessity for me because my lips are super dry. While I'm doing the makeup, the product actually settles in, and then if I want to do anything with my lips afterwards, it's moisturized and ready to go. Primer, Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Wow, I'm so low. I just realized I'm seeing it through the light and I only have like this much left. Oh my god. Okay, this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Will any come out? I know you're in there. Because I have a lot of, you can't really see it on camera, but in real life, actually you can see it in camera. I have a lot of redness, and as much as I would love to do like a more like lighter foundation, it's just not gonna work for me. So I just needed something that is not too thick, not too heavy, but has like a decent amount of coverage. Because I think before I had Rare Beauty and that didn't cover up as much because it's supposed to be like a very natural finish. I used to use Fenty and that one was really nice. So I actually might actually go back to Fenty. So as you can see, I'm kind of like placing it and spreading it so that it's more even. And then I'm gonna use a cushion and pat it in. So much more even. Wow. Concealer is probably your best friend in this like kind of makeup look. I'm using the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is a great product if you don't want to buy both foundation and concealer. Like seriously, this thing is really good. So I get a brush like this. This is a Real Technique brush. It came in a set, so I'm not sure what exactly it is. So I just kind of dab it in and then here. You can clearly see there's still like bumps, right? And like more redness. Let's focus on this one because it's pretty obvious. So I'm gonna get the concealer, tap it, and just let it sit there. While that's happening, I'm gonna do that to the rest of them. Just tapping it in. And the goal is to not get rid of the bumps. The goal is to even out the skin tone. So don't even worry if you have like acne and you see like bumps. It's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. So now what we're gonna do is actually blend it out. And how we're gonna do that is, you see this? It's a totally different color than my skin. What I like to do is kind of blend out the edges. So it's more seamless. Yeah. It's gone. Magic. Here's the before and after of that specific spot. You can totally see that. Actually, you can't even see the spot anymore. So I'm gonna blend out the rest of them. For concealer, ideally get something basically your skin tone. That way this blending process would be a lot easier. And then sometimes if it's too small, like if it's nothing like this one where it's like a really dark, really big spot and it's something a lot smaller, just patting it and going around it is perfect. For under my eyes, I just kind of wipe it, the same concealer. I don't really brighten my under eye because I don't want to buy another concealer in a different color. So we are working with what we got. Here is my skin after foundation and all that stuff. So there's still pores, right? And it's not like smooth because my skin is not smooth, but I'm trying to make it look like it's smooth. And honestly, this is more than enough for me. Now we're gonna contour a little bit. I'm using the Fenty Beauty contour stick in the color Amber. I personally feel like my cheeks are already pretty like, you know, like I don't have to do much here. Or my jawline, I don't think I need to do too much. I'm literally gonna warm it up here and then bring it down. Maybe like that much. Very tiny. And then for my jaw, I actually just like to do it here on the corners. I've noticed that when I talk or however I am, like there is an occasional double chin here and there, and it's just an excess of skin. So contouring here and here makes it show, which I want to avoid. So I'm just gonna get this. Oh my god, this is from Wet n Wild like 10 years ago. But it's like an angled dense brush. And I'm just gonna kind of sweep it back. And then here, in circular motions, I just kind of blend it down and up at the same time. Contour, Dunzo. Next is blush. I'm using the NARS or liquid blush in Orgasm. One advice I have for myself and for you guys, whoever is watching, is pick colors based on your skin tone. That sounds very obvious. It didn't register to me until like a few months ago. So I have a more cool tone skin. So this is more cool tone. This is more of a neutral cool tone. Like it's not warm. I've noticed that picking colors based on my skin tone actually looks a lot better on me. With blush, I like to have it in liquid and I want to make my face look smaller. So I'm gonna focus my blush on my cheeks. I'm not gonna do it here because then that'll accentuate the length of my face and I really want to avoid that. And since I have a lot of pores on my nose, I'm trying to not use as much product on it so that it's not like emphasized. The thing I really like about this blush is that there's fine shimmer in it, So it kind of works as a highlight as well, and sounds like a 2-for-1 deal for me. So you can see how the focus, because there's color here and everything else is more neutral. I think it makes my face more proportionate. Maybe I'm delusional, but at least I'm happy. And then what else? Oh, powder. For powder, I'm using this little like cushion thing. It's really soft and like pillowy compared to this cushion. Here's the difference. This cushion's a lot thinner. This is really fluffy. And then I'm using one size. I'm not doing a lot because I still want that like dewy, like this sheen kind of look. So I'm gonna get a little bit on the tip and I'm focusing on where there will be creases. So under my eye, in the corner of my eye, my nose, because I want it to be more matte, my chin, like the tip of here. I feel like mattifying my nose makes it look smoother. Ta-da! And I feel like that does a lot here. I feel like it's a lot more smoother looking compared to when there's no powder. So here's a before and after of my skin without makeup and with makeup. You can see that my skin's a lot brighter, a lot smoother, and a lot more even. I obviously can't hide all the bumps and all the discoloration, but the goal is always to make it more even. Let's do eyes, okay? Now I'm in this phase where I don't even want to do my eyebrows because I feel like they are full enough. So I normally just skip the brows, but when there are days where I feel like I want it to be more full, I use powder. This is the Lorac Pro powder and it is millennials years old. My hair is black, obviously, right? I'm not using black. I'm gonna use like a dark cool tone brown. I'm gonna focus on the tail of the eye so that there is some gradient. I kind of want it to look uneven and like thicker here, thinner here, because it's how it is, you know? Like, don't mess with what you got. With the same palette, I like to go in with this taupe shade and run it across all over my eyelids. So I get a brush like this. Any brush I'm showing that's purple like this, it's from Real Technique, from the same brush set. I like to just kind of wing it, like there's no rhyme or reason. It's just put it on, blend it out. I feel like it brings in a little bit of depth into the eye. We're going under the eye and I get this little dense tight brush, same color, and I go under, really focusing on the outer corner and then blending it inside. It kind of makes my eyes look longer and I really like how that looks. So for me, the magic is all because of the under eye, because since I don't have much lid space, I don't do eyeliner because it just doesn't work with my eyes. I have tried it all, every single method, every single product. It just doesn't work. It's mainly because my eye shape looks like this. It just folds weird and it looks weird. It doesn't look straight. We are past this point now. I have tried for so many years and nothing works. Mascara, I'm using the Heroin Make in the Micro Mascara. So again, because of my eyelid, sorry, I'll just come back. Putting on mascara, if it's like a bigger wand, gets on my eyelids really easily. So the good thing about this one is look how thin that is. I think it's mainly for your lower lashes, but for me this works. It's subtle, but there is a difference. Mascara, no mascara. Cute! Last thing is setting it. I'm using the Professional by Benefit. This is actually my second bottle and I really like this. I actually took this to Miami and Miami is very humid and this kept my makeup all day. Like, it was actually a miracle. I was so shocked. I didn't expect it to be so good, but it's pretty good. I actually don't do anything to my lips. I think my lips are pretty pigmented itself, so I don't think there's much I would need to do, but I'm currently looking for like a lip tint or like a balm, like a colored balm. I'm currently debating between the YSL lip balm and the Peri Para lip tint or the Roman Dewy lip tint. But I'm not in a rush for lip stuff, so throughout the day, I would actually just carry around a mini version of this and just reapply it if needed. But besides that, this is it. Here's my skin with everything on. So it's a lot more even, a lot more flat. This makeup has been working wonders for me, and I think the whole point of makeup for me right now is to make it as cheap as possible, as comfortable as possible, and as quick as possible. I'm comfortable with getting 30 to 45 minutes to get ready. This is kind of how long it takes, because I like to feel like I'm taking my time. I don't like feeling rushed. Or if I do this in the car, it's not, you know, like if you have eyeliner in the car, it could mess it up. If you do your eyebrows in the car, it could put into, you know, like I like to have low risks in makeup. I'm not saying this is like inexpensive at all, but they have accumulated over time and these last a really, really long time. An example is like my blush. I think I've had this for like a year now. I used maybe this much. And like for powder, this is gonna take me forever to get rid of because of how little I use. Yeah, and I think because the base requires minimal products, the products last a lot longer. And yes, there's an expiration date, and yes, I do ignore them. Let's not even talk about that. Embrace your skin, embrace your flaws and imperfections. You know, there's a lot of videos out there to kind of help cover them up if needed. Personally, I love watching Korean makeup artists because they have the finish of what I want. Let me give you a rec. A person I personally watch a lot for skincare is actually Chung Se-mul. Like I follow her videos. So, because she goes really, really in depth of like hows and whys with English subtitles. If you just want it simple and clean, this is what I do. It works for me. Hopefully it works for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!